Look, the other day they were talking about how few people in the world got polio now. When we were growing up, as little children, there were still pictures of people with polio all about the world. And the world has been able to turn its back on that. But we accept the reality that in this part of the world, because black people, for the most part, have not been the beneficiary of decent treatment across the centuries, there is a genuine mistrust of two things. One, of authority. Fact of life. And it was made worse by the Tuskegee experiment. Up to today, we have people telling people about not taking certain medication. It is whatlessness. It is whatlessness. And I pray that the doctors in Barbados who know and can come out and tell people that, look, let us apply our heart to wisdom. Forget COVID. If you had a stomachache, you was going to the doctor gave you 2 tablets, you can take it. How now all of a sudden, after trusting doctors all of our lives, we now want to believe that these doctors are part of some great conspiracy theory? Absolute rubbish. And if we don't start to talk with people straight and direct, we're going to lose more people out of foolishness. Stories of people telling people up there, don't give my mother this, don't give my father this. What nonsense is this? I'm not telling you that people don't have a right from a conscientious perspective, but half the time it is people who are not even know how to pronounce the name of the medication. But hearing somebody on social media tell them that they shouldn't take it, I ask us please to apply our hearts to wisdom, apply our hearts to common sense. But hearing somebody on social media tell them
one concern which has been raised is that I've heard members of BAMP make the argument that they believe that rather than starting the 5-day count, at that point where people have tested prior to coming to Barbados, that ideally they felt that the 5-day count really should have started from the point at which people arrive in this country. They suggest to me that they've been telling government this for quite some time, but the government has rejected it. I'd like you to explain to the public why you have rejected BAMP's suggestion apparently outright, and what is the science that you are following in this regard, because you constantly tell Barbadians that you are following the science.
As it relates to your direct question, I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor. And the one thing that I insisted was that we follow the science. When BAMP raised this issue, and may I say that BAMP, the Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners, does in fact sit on the EOC. I am informed by the Minister of Health, and he and the CMO can continue to speak after my initial comments. But when I was informed of the difference of opinion, I picked up the phone and I called the Director General of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros, and Dr. Etienne, the Director General of the Pan American Health Organization. But I'd like to invite Minister Bostic and thereafter Dr. George to be able to add, because I was not in the call myself with the WHO, they were, but in these matters we have remained exceedingly close. Up to this weekend I spoke to Dr. Tedros yesterday on our current situation, and Dr. Etienne, I've spoken to her day before, as well as through email contact again yesterday, so that we get the best of public health information, because we are conscious that all doctors are not necessarily public health specialists, just like all lawyers are not tax specialists or criminal specialists.
We respect the views of BAMP, their stakeholder partners. We listen to everyone. But as Minister of Health and Wellness, I have to take my guidance from the technical team, the public health officers, the chief medical officer who work in the ministry, and we also get guidance from World Health Organization as well as PAHO. And I stand by that the protocol that we have in place has worked for us, it continues to work, and that is where we are with that one.
You say to us it has worked. We say to you, Minister Bostic, yes, it worked for a period, but once the numbers increased, it would have put you under greater pressure.
Hello?
And to that extent, the numbers that we have today may defy your argument that it is working now.